What is up, guys? Ken Vizman here again, bringing you another exciting Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. This is a UU game that I had with Martin Sparks. I think that's his YouTube channel, and it's also his real name, but whatever. Anywho, looking at the threats on his end, Raiku's a threat, Flygon's a threat, Chandelure's a threat, even though I have a Snorlax, but hey, it's still a problem. Scravity can prove to be an issue if I don't have the proper support at that current time for it, and then he's got to hit him on top. And Tornadus can be a problem too if it's special like mine is. So, looking at my team, this is actually a Smogon Rate My Team team. It revolves around Kingdra and Tornadus. And it typically uses a Spec Slowbro and a banded Snorlax, even though I don't have return. I can't use return on Wi-Fi just because I use PokeGTS for my stuff, and it gets everything at normal happiness, which isn't a good thing, so I have to run a different Snorlax set, and this one just has it's 4 attacks with lefties, so I figured that'd be the best set to go along with this team, but I'm rambling, so let's just get this battle started. Now, I didn't really know exactly what his lead would be, but you know, he ends up leading off the Raikou. I'm going to lead off with my Scarf Mainshao. Just want to see exactly what the matchup is. But, now, considering the fact that he's leading of a Raikou, and it could be Scarf, it could be Specs, I mean, I don't want to take a Thunderbolt or a Volt Switch. So I'm going to just switch out because I'm running a Reckless Mainshao as opposed to Regenerator. I'm going to go on to my Nidoqueen because I can easily take a Volt Switch because I'm immune to it. Now, he's going to switch out, so he's obviously locked into it, so that's pretty nice. It's going to be a perfect opportunity for me to get my Stealth Rocks, which is going to greatly help me out in the course of this match. But out comes a Flygon, and the Flygon is definitely going to prove to be an issue because I really don't have too much to take a hit from it. So I just got to switch out. I'm going to go into my Tornadus predicting either the Earthquake or the U-turn. In either scenario, I figured my Tornadus can take either one of those moves pretty well. So it's going to go for U-turn. It's going to do a very nice chunk to my Tornadus. So I was pretty sure at this point that Flygon was banded, but you know, I wasn't 100% sure. But, you know, he now should bring out his own Tornadus, and this is an interesting series because I don't know if he's running max speed, but he has leftovers, and I guess I have to assume he's probably maybe the physical set, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to probably win the speed tie because I go for the Rain Dance as he goes for the taunt, and I'm like, well, shoot, that was probably a speed tie there, so that kind of stunk for him. Yeah, that really stinks. And then, yeah, I'm going to win the second speed tie in a minute, too, and there's a cat yelling in the background. Shut up! Get the hell out of here, you stupid cat. Anyway, I'm going to hurricane this Tornadus, because that's how I feel about cats right now. And, yeah, that Tornadus is going to survive a Life Orb one from, you know, next special attack and stab and such. And, you know, this Tornadus is actually stronger than Tornadus T, so, you know, that's a thing. Anyway, he's going to bring up the Raikou, and yeah, I don't want to give up my Tornadus just yet, so figuring my Nidoqueen switch would be a little too obvious. I'm going to bring out my Snorlax here because I can take easily a Volt Switch or anything else, and he actually ends up, after my Snorlax comes out, he's actually going to go for the Hidden Power, and, you know, I have to assume it's HP Ice, and judging from this damage, I am certain at this point this thing is Scarf because it does really nothing. So, yeah, definitely a Scarf Raikou. And, you know, he's going to withdraw. I know this. I want to get as much damage as possible on this thing, so I'm just going to Pursuit Trap. I'm getting a little bit more damage off. And, yeah, I just figured that'd be a little bit more useful. I mean, I probably should have gone for Earthquake there, but I just wanted a little extra damage on Raikou. Anywho, out comes the Chandelure. Now, you don't typically bring in a Chandelure and a Snorlax, so what I do, I fear the trick. So I'm going to switch out. Now, when I take the trick, I'm going to go out into my Mainshao, because, you know, if he tricks me a Scarf, my Mainshao scarfs, so I really don't care if he scarfs me. But he goes into going for the Fire Blast, and it misses, which did or did not matter. I'm pretty safe to assume it didn't matter, just due to the fact the rain was still up. But, you know, it would have done a really nice chunk to my Mainshao, so I'm sorry for that miss. Anyway, you know, I didn't want to go for Stone Edge or anything, just wanted to go for U-turn just to get some damage off and predict the switch because, you know, Mainshao outspeeds Chandelure, so I could have gone for Stone Edge, but I would have felt the U-turn would be the safer play. Anyway, going to go on to my Slowbro, and like as I've said, this is a Spec Slowbro, and he's going to go for U-turn, and it does a huge chunk. And now it's probably because I don't run any defenses other than HP, but holy moly, that is definitely a banded Flygon. But Now, out comes his Raikou. I think he assumes that I'm a defensive Slowbro, even though just from that damage you can tell I'm not. But just going to go for the Specs Psyshock and take out that Raikou, which is fantastic. I don't have to worry about that thing rampaging anymore. So that's all fine and dandy. But now, the issue is, I don't know if he knows I'm Specs yet. He could have actually brought in his Scrafty here and started causing some havoc. But actually, he brings out his Flygon, just, trying to get some more momentum going. I don't want to check my Slowbro just yet, so I am going to switch and predicting the U-turn and go into my Nidoqueen. I doubt he'll go for an Outrage or Earthquake at this point. So, I guess it was a risky play regardless, but gonna go into my Nidoqueen to take a U-turn, and it does, so that's all fine and stuff. So, he's going to, U-turn out, and he's going to actually end up going into a Scrafty here. Now, Scrafty's a threat, and I do have Focus Blast. I am modest max special attack, so I figured I did go for the Focus Blast here, even though I probably should have gone for Earth Power just to get some damage off. Now, he has Set Headbutt, which isn't a terrible thing considering Heracross is a thing. Now, unfortunately, he does get a crit, which actually makes up for the Fire Blast miss on Main Shell. It mattered, but at the same time, I would have died regardless. I wouldn't have been able to one-shot the Scrafty, and I doubt I would have. I mean, it probably could have killed, but hey, whatever, it's fine. Anyway, now he's at a +1 attack boost. He does not want to take a Hurricane, so he's going to switch out the Scrafty and actually go on to his Hitmontop. Now, I easily could have gone for Hurricane here, or Rain Dance, but I decided to take the middle ground and actually go for Superpower, because I was going to have a huge, mental thing right here. I wasn't sure whether to go for the Superpower, or the Hurricane, or the Rain Dance, and it was a huge debate in my head, because, I can't remember what exactly on his team was fearing. Oh, no, that's why I went for Superpower, because I wanted to hit Scrafty. I didn't want Hurricane to miss. That's why. But anyway, I'm going to go on to my Slowbro, not wanting to take any hit. Now, seeing this thing didn't have Intimidate, I'm pretty darn sure this thing has Technician. No, he has Technician, but I'm pretty sure he has Fake Out. But, so I'm just going to bring out my Slowbro to take a Fake Out. And my hand's shaking for unknown reasons. Sorry about that. But he's just going to get Rapid Spin off, which kind of stinks, which means I can't get any residual damage off on anything else with rocks, because my Nidoqueen's dead. So, but I take this opportunity to go for the Trick. Trick hit my Choice Specs, which is absolutely fantastic. Pretty much renders this on top useless, which is pretty nice. Now, I don't know if this thing is Mach Punch, but it doesn't matter at this point. Now, here I make a pretty stupid play. I actually end up going for the Psyshock here. I should have known he was going to switch into Scrafty, and I actually honestly forgot he had it at this point. I don't know why I instantly forget things as soon as they're brought out, but I did. And now Scrafty can get up a free Dragon Dance, which sucks. I do not want this thing setting up for 40 without any prior damage, because I've got a game plan against this thing, but I need to get some extra damage off on it first. So, he's going to DD in my face. That's fine. I'm just going to serve, try to get some damage off, because it's my best play. I really don't want to switch out anything and risk, because, if he's Jolly, after a Dragon Dance, he actually outspeeds Tornadus. So, I've really got to play my cards right here. I don't want anything to take an extra hit that it shouldn't. So, I'm just going to sack my Slowbro here, let it take a Stab, +1 Crunch. And, consider my Slowbro, again, isn't defensive. It's going to die, which stinks. But, Slowbro, you took one for the team, so I really don't care. And, yeah, now he's at +2, I believe, and, that's a problem. So, he's actually wearing himself down pretty nicely with Life Orb, but he's not going to go down to taking out my Tornadus. So, my game plan here is to set up the Rain, because if thanks to Prankster, I can get up a free Rain Dance, rather than, stopping that or anything. And now, after he kills my Tornadus, now, him going for Zen Headbutt, I didn't understand it, but at the same time, it didn't matter if it missed, because, he could have missed that, unless he doesn't carry Crunch, I guess. But, Zen Headbutt's going to connect and take me out. I mean, it didn't matter anyway, especially since he'd be faster after a DD regardless. But now that I have the Rain up, I can send out my Swift Swim Kingdra and start rampaging some stuff. It's a modest Life Orb Kingdra, and it's in the Rain. This thing is going to start destrolishing souls. And, yeah, Herder, that crit definitely mattered at that range. But, yeah, I'm going to take out the Scrafty with Surf. This is a free attack and Rain Dance Kingdra, and I love this thing. It's so strong, so powerful. Just a whole lot of, holy crap, it's strong. But, makes a pretty decent play. Goes for the Fake Out just to get some extra damage off on me, which I can understand. It's, the Kingdra's a threat. So, yeah, now he's just pretty much going to be ending up sacking stuff here. Because Kingdra can now be really outsped easily in the rain, and just going to take up the Flygon with a Surf. Cat, shut up! You're ruining my narration. Shush! Anyway, and, old cats and stuff. Going to take up the Flygon with a Surf. Now, out comes the Shandador. I said shut up. Anyway, I don't even know if you guys can hear that, but I can hear it, and it's loud, and it's annoying, so, yeah. Anyway, it's going to take up the Shandador with Surf. And, I don't care if you a Scarf, because Kingdra outspeeds, since it's +2. And, yeah, I think his last Pokemon is that Hitmontop. Now, I wasn't sure if he had Mach Punch. Now, if he had Mach Punch, I actually would have been in a little bit of a pickle, because, I still have Snorlax, and that doesn't appreciate Mach Punches, and I actually don't know what I have left at this point. I forgot. But, I'm just going to go for a Surf. I just wanted to get damage off. I didn't want to go for the Hydro Pump just in case it missed. And he actually locks himself into close combat. So, I know at this point I have the game as he takes up my Kingdra, but that's fine. I believe I just go out into... What do I use to finish it off? I don't even remember. But, what is it? Oh, my main Shao. That's right. I still have main Shao. And that doesn't appreciate Mach Punches from Hitmontop either. But I'm just going to take this out for an Aerial Ace. That cool, sexy-looking Aerial Ace. And, Aerial Ace is a thing. It's some Heracross and stuff. So, now I'll go Hitmontop. That was actually a really, really good game. So, I think that was a 2-0 in my favor. I still had Tornadus died. I still had Snorlax and main Shao. That was a 2-0. It was a very good game. So I'll leave a YouTube link. He doesn't really upload or anything, but I'll leave his YouTube channel in the description and stuff. Good game, man. And rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.